My brothers and sisters, you are now watching the Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need! And I hope you enjoy the video.
Couldn't stop him. Neither could I. I lost the kid. Tony, we lost.
Alright, let me get this straight. Hold on, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that this man Tom Holland been sucking off Tony Stark for like what, 5 years? And as soon as Tony Stark is out of the MCU, you pull Spider-Man? You take out Spider-Man as well? Sucker, I have been saying for years Spider-Man 4 should have happened! No matter how bad Spider-Man 3 was. And honestly, I rewatched it. It's bad, but it ain't that bad. It's not that bad. Tobey Maguire should still be our Spidey. And now what's going to happen? More news. Actually, just came because at first when it happened, I'm sure you guys, because I remember when like the news first broke, and I didn't even talk about this junk, and some people wanted me to, but it was like everyone was like talking about it at the time because it was like this big thing. People were like slandering Sony at first. Like everyone was slandering Sony, like, Sony, you ruined the MCU, you ruined Spider-Man, this is all your fault. And I'm like, it literally felt like I was one of like the only people on like an island being like, what about Disney? Like, people was calling Sony greedy. I'm like, sucker, if Sony's greedy, what the hell is Disney? These suckers wanted 50-50. And nobody was like batting an eye at Disney. Sucker, please. I don't blame Sony one bit for not taking that 50-50 for Spider-Man. You know how much attention and revenue Spider-Man makes, and these suckers wanted 50-50. I don't think suckers was like really thinking about that jump when like it first because everyone was like pissed off at Sony. But that's neither here nor there. The recent news, this just happened yesterday, that it's official, because at first they like went back and like it was saying, and it was said that they were trying to like renegotiate a deal between Sony, Disney, Marvel, whatever, and so that was like the recent thing. But yesterday, during I think during the D23 expo, Kevin Feige and Tom Holland, finally Tom Holland actually spoke, because no one, we wasn't hearing nothing from him. And pretty much, I mean, in the most, and you could just tell with the way they responded, it was like, like it just felt like they were told to say these words. Like they was like, well, it's been a great 5 years with the MCU, and we've pretty much done all that we can do, with with Spider-Man's role in the MCU, and it's time to move on. And I'm sitting here thinking, didn't it Far From Home end on a cliffhanger? Frick you mean what the frick you mean what the frick you mean you did all that you could do? Spider-Man Far From Home literally ended with Spider-Man like, it ended on a cliffhanger. You could just tell with the response that they gave, it was like, listen, man, what you want us to do? So yes, Of course, you guys have heard the news, but now it's like officially official. Spider-Man will not be in the MCU, at least for right now. It just seems like it just seems like if you're a Spider, it just seems like this man can't catch a break. It just seems like Spider-Man, no matter what happens, like just how Thanos said, "I am inevitable." It is inevitable for Spider-Man to get rebooted. Like it is. I swear to Christ, if I see this man Uncle Ben die one more damn time, I don't know who I've seen die more, Bruce Wayne's parents or Uncle Ben. Another thing is, this next phase of the MCU, kinda to me, is already looking kinda. It's already kind of looking. I don't know about that one, Chiefy Chief. Outside of really, probably the Doctor Strange horror movie is like the thing I'm really looking forward to the most. That Blade stuff like that. I'm trying to remember all of the stuff that they showed for Phase 4. I just know that. This next phase of MCU wasn't really, it didn't really like my eyes didn't go like, wow, when I seen the next phase of the MCU. Now that Spider-Man is not going to be, man, because, bro, Spider-Man is huge, bro. It is, and I'm one of the people that I didn't even really like Spider-Man, in this. And in the last phase of the MCU, people kind of like mistook my words when during the times I would slander the MCU Spider-Man and Tom Holland and Homecoming and stuff like that. Like, don't get it twisted. I thought Tom Holland was and I'm saying was like this man ain't gonna be Spider-Man, sucker. I swear to God, if they recast Spider-Man one more time, I honestly think I wouldn't even watch it. I'll be like, nigga, I can't do it. I can't do this no more. If I see another recast of Spider-Man, I probably won't even watch. As much as I love that junk, would have to be complete flames for me to really watch that junk all the way over with a whole nother actor playing Spider-Man. So, Tom Holland, don't get me wrong. I thought Tom Holland was a great Spider-Man. I think he's honestly the second best Spider-Man, that has been casted. Get the freak out of here. Tobey Maguire's still first. Freak out of here. Andrew Garfield, I thought he was good. Andrew Garfield, I don't really feel like it was his fault. It was more like the directors. It's more the directors and like the script. I don't think Andrew Garfield was a bad Spider-Man, but he kind of like it just his, take on Spider-Man. He came off like a hipster playing Spider-Man, so that's why I'm putting him in third place. It's Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, then Andrew Garfield for me, as far as like the live action ones. The point is, Spider-Man is a huge character. He's one of the most popular superheroes out there. He's definitely one of the most recognized Marvel characters. Having him not be in the MCU no more, that's huge, bro. I think this is kind of one of those things again to where Disney wanted a little bit too much, and Sony knows how much demand that Spider-Man has, and these suckers said, oh hell no. You think you taking 50-50? Sucker, please. Bye. Deuces. And these suckers left. So it sucks for us, but I could definitely see why Sony decided to take their ball and run with it, So I don't know, man. The future of Spider-Man is going to be very interesting. I cannot wait to see how they. Honestly, what would make sense in my opinion is honestly just to do, crap. Crap. Well, I think you should start with, most likely, at least hopefully, Venom gets a sequel. And you put Spider-Man in that movie, whatever happens in that movie, with the end credits to the first Venom, supposedly Carnage is coming. Can't wait for that. Cannot wait. With Tom Holland Spider-Man? Yeah, these suckers are going to get creamed. Absolutely destroyed by Carnage with the freaking with the Spider-Man that we have today. So I would say start there, and then after that, maybe they can, do their own, separate Spider-Man movies yet again, to where we get another trilogy of Spider-Man movies, and hopefully these ones are actually good, man. You know what? And I've seen this picture so many times. I would think this would be absolutely amazing to do. If they do another Into the Spider-Verse and they make that junk live action, they should. And in my opinion, I would love to see this. They have, of course, the current Spider-Man be Tom Holland. The second one be Andrew Garfield, and the old one be Tobey Maguire. It's not like they cannot. It's not like Spider-Man is now like completely doomed without the MCU. We've seen Spider-Man on multiple occasions be successful without being in the MCU. It's just, it sucks, now because, the freaking MCU, with all the Avengers movies and then Endgame, it ended off on such a high note, and right after all that, now he's out of the MCU. So it's not like they can't make this work. It's worked before already, so it's going to be interesting. It sucks, but I understand again why Sony did this, man. So what do you guys think about Spider-Man officially now being out of the MCU again? Before it was just like say yes, Spider-Man is out of the MCU, but we all thought that that they were going to renegotiate and stuff like that. So Kevin Feige and Tom Holland made it official during the D23 expo yesterday. It's official. We ain't in the MCU no more. Freaking Tom Holland, he kind of low key, actually high key, looked sad, and he was like, "Well, we're just gonna continue to do. We're just gonna continue to do that Spider-Man, and hopefully we can make it better than the last one." Freaking Tom Holland, man, I love him, But that's really all I have to say about this stuff, man. I definitely wanted to talk about this, before the just before the news got dry, and stuff like that. But yeah, what do you guys think about Spider-Man officially being out of the MCU? Do you think that they can make it work? I personally do, because they've made it work before, so it's definitely going to be interesting, the future of Spider-Man. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tobey Maguire, if you are watching this video, somehow, some way you came across this video, sir, we need you. We need you like bad, like ASAP, now. So yeah, just in case, you do have interest in coming back to, Marvel and being the Spider-Man that you are, the Spider-Man that we deserve, but not the one. How'd I say it went in Batman? He's the hero that Gotham needs, but not the one. No, he's the hero that Gotham deserves, but not the one. Right. So, Toby, you are the Spider-Man that we deserve, but not the one we need right now. Just in case you see this video.
I missed the part where that's my problem.